Hello everyone, welcome to learnqeasy.com. In this video, I'm going to discuss about array. What is array? Array means it holds multiple values. What is multiple value? For example, I'm declaring one new variable string name equal to Ravi. It holds a single value, right? For example, I have one application form. I need to fill one application form. So what I have to do now, there is 50 fields, first name, last name, address 1, address 2, lot of fields. I need to declare 50 variables, right? Like string last name equal to Kumar, string address 1 equal to something Plainsboro. So this way I need to declare 50 variables, right? Name, last name, email, address 1, phone number, zip code, okay? 50 variables. Instead of declaring 50 variables, what I'm going to do, I can put all these values into one array. It holds the total 50 values. How can I declare array? String array, put one bracket, then new string, and you need to declare the length. I want to put how many values here? 50, right? Instead of 50, for example, I want to put 5 values. Okay, so declare the length. For better understanding, let me explain with one diagram. Okay, it's a variable, right? I'm going to declare one variable over here, name equal to Ravi. It's holding a single value, but in array it looks like this. It contains many rooms like this. Okay, for each and every room you can assign one index. Always index starts from 0. Okay, so this index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, but index is starting from 0. So I can put my first name Ravi over here. I can put my last name Kumar over here, and address 1, address 2, and email ID, zip code, whatever the values, I can increase the length. So structurally, as per structure, you can see array like this. What is the real-time usage? Question mark, right? In Selenium scripts, where we can see these arrays, where we can use these arrays. For example, I have one drop-down list, destination. Okay, so there you can see lot of list, right? Lot of values, destination values like Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, Goa, and so on. So lot of values. Drop down list, it's a single object, right? A single object. If I'm spying this object, there you can see only a single object, drop down, destination drop down, but it's containing many values. Immediately turns to array. I want to select for example Goa, third value Goa. How can I select? Once I'm taking into the array, the values turns into index, right? 0, 1, 2. So the index 2, if I am selecting index 2, that would be Goa. Okay, so don't get confused. Slowly you will come to know. Once we started writing scripts, slowly you will come to know. Let me put some values into this array. I said index starts from 0, right? So array 0 equal to same values. I am putting same values. Ravi, array square bracket 1 equal to something Kumar, array, put square bracket, 2 equal to address 1, array of 3 equal to something, email id, email at email.com, array 4 equal to something like plain sport. So 5 values, right? I said I'm going to put 5 values in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. I want to know the length of the array. How can I know that? System out.println array dot length. If I run this program, it's going to print the length of the array. What is the length? 5. So you may ask one question, why we are getting the length? Why we need to know the length? Sometimes in this drop down, for example, right now my flight services are providing to 5 destinations. Okay. In future, they may add 2 more destinations. If I'm putting 5 only 5 values. If 7 values are there, 7 values. I want to know the length. So in that case, it's going to be, it's useful to know the length. Okay, fine. I want to print all the values in my array. How can I print the values? By using some for loop, I'm going to print all the values. Integer I equal to 0. Already we discussed in the last video, right? How to write for loops and while loops. Okay, integer I equal to 0. What I'm doing here, I am initializing my loop. Okay, I less than array dot length, because I don't know. In last video we said I less than or equal to 10, right? But here we don't know the length, right? So that's why I'm putting array dot length. Okay, so instead of typing, once you started dot, it may give some help text like length, array dot length, then I plus plus, put incrementation. Okay, so I want to print all the values, right? System out dot println array of what? I. While the for loop is running, the value will be sit in the I, right? So I want to print that. See here, let me run this program. See, the total values got printed over here. So here you are passing a single value, right? So this is single dimensional array. Single dimensional array. But in real time, okay, we are going to use 2-dimensional array a lot. Okay guys, why 2-dimensional array? 2-dimensional array means, for example, let me draw a diagram for better understanding. 2-dimensional array looks like this. Rows and columns also like this, where we can see this type of structure in Excel sheets, right? In real time, always we read the data from Excel sheets. In data driven framework, always the data will be present in Excel sheets. Sometimes you need to read the values from database. Okay, sometimes you need to read the data from text files, different sources. But here, if we want to read the data from Excel sheets, then we go with 2-dimensional array. Same as usual, as I said, 2-dimensional array, index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2. So how many rows are present? 3 rows. How many columns? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many columns present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So in Excel sheet, there you can see, values, right? In Excel sheets, for example, here I am having my first name, Ravi, Kumar, address 1, something, like this. Here, first name is John, second name is Bruce, some address. We have values like this. I want to read first row value, this cell value. How can I read? 0, first always you put row, comma, column. 0, 0. The cell value, if I want to read the cell value, I should put 0, 0. I want to read value from this cell. How can I read? First, as I said, row, right? What is the row num? 1. What is the column? 2. You should put 1, 2. I want to read the value from this cell. How can I read it? Row is 2 and column is 1. Okay. Let's see how to put the values into two-dimensional array and how it looks like. Okay, we'll see now. Let me create one new class file over here. How to create class file? New, right click, new class file. I am giving two-dimensional array, my class name. New class file got created. Let me declare one array, two-dimensional array, string array. I said two-dimensional, right? Put two square brackets equal to new string, like this. Here you should pass how many rows and how many columns. I am having 3 rows and 5 columns, right? 3 and 5. Let me initiate first row values. Okay, first row. How can I put the values? Array equal to some value. For example, I will put A1. Okay, so this value present where? Here, first row. So 0, 0. So you need to put 0 and 0 in these two brackets. So the A1 value present in this cell. Now I want to read this cell value. So A2, present A2 here. So how can I put the value? Array, two square brackets. Here you should put row, 0th row, and column, first column, equal to, put A2. Okay. Next, I want to put third value. So 0th row, right here, right? So row number 0 and column 2, 0, 2. Let me put 0 over here and 2 over here, equal to A3. So I have 5 values, right? Array, put double quotes, same 0th row and third column equal to A4. Next, array, put double quotes, same 0 row and column, fourth column equal to A5. So initiated first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. Then second row, right? Then second row. Let me copy this to save time. Second row means row number 1, then column number 0, 1 0. So put 1 0 over here. Let me put B1. Same. So what is the row here? First row and first column B2. I mean first row means index first, right? 1 B3 B4, next 1 4 B5. I want to initiate the third row also. Third row. So third row means this one, right? First row number 2, next 0, 2 0 2 1 2 2 2 3, like this, right? So let me put, instead of 0, I put 2 over here. 2, and let me change the values as to C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. So initiated all the 3 rows over here. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me close this for better view. Now I want to know the length of the array. How can I know that? Already in single dimensional array we discussed, right? So let me write system out dot println what? Array dot arr a, right? We put array dot length. So it gives the row number, how many rows are present. Let me do one thing. Rows are, how many rows we can see over here. Okay, I want to know the length of columns also. How can I do that? System out dot println columns are array arr a of 0 dot length. Okay, dot length. If I run this program, see here, rows are how many? 3, and columns are how many? 5. I want to see the total values. I want to print the total values into my console. How can I do that? Okay, I will do one thing for better, to make it easy. Rows equal to array dot length. So int, right? It returns integer. So int rows equal to array dot length, and int columns equal to array of 0 dot length. It returns rows length and columns length. I want to print all the values, right, from it. So what I have to do now? I should use for loop. Okay, for integer row num equal to 0. I am initiating first, and after that row num less than what I need to print here? Rows. I want to read rows, right, first. So row num less than rows semicolon row num plus plus. Okay, I'm incrementing row num plus plus. I want to read columns also, right? To read the columns, I'm going to write another for loop for int call number, right? Columns number equal to 0. So I'm initiating first my column number for loop. Then after that, column less than columns, columns. Okay, semicolon, then increment. I'm going to incrementing. Okay. Now I want to print the values, right? So system out dot println. So here array a of row num and columns number. Let me run this. See, oh sorry, a small mistake over here. So where is the mistake? Row num column number calls. Okay, here I need to put column number, right? Column number, small mistake. Run this. See, the total values of my array got printed: a1 to a5, b1 to b5, and c1 to c5. Okay, let me print in simple, fancy mode here. Instead of writing print.ln, system.print.ln. So what is the difference between system.out.println and print? Print, it won't go to the next line, ln it points to next line. That is the difference. Okay, so out of this loop, let me write system out.println. Okay, and I want to differentiate, so let me put one concatenation operator and some lines. Let me run this now. See here, instead of writing here, let me try again. Yes, see here, the same format got printed, right? A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. This is two-dimensional array. Single dimensional array, you can pass single value. Two dimensional array, you can put columns and rows values. So usually we can use in real time to read Excel sheet values. So there are some drawbacks with the arrays. What are the main drawbacks? For example, right now I'm passing string values over here, right? So I need to declare string. I cannot pass any numeric, integer values. For example, instead of a5, if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see here, it's throwing error because I cannot pass any integer values over here. So always I put only string values. If I want to pass any integer values, again I need to declare integer array. Okay, integer array equal to new integer. Okay, this is the main drawback. You cannot pass string integers into string variable. You cannot pass string values into integer array. That is the main drawback. And one more thing is fixed. The length is fixed. If if I put 4, only I can pass only 4 values. Okay, another drawback. So these are the main drawbacks with arrays. So there is one solution. There is another array, that is object array. Object array. Let me put object array name is X. equal to new object array. Okay, so here you can pass either string value or integer value, not an issue. It accepts both string and integer. Okay, but it's also same problem, fixed length. It won't grow dynamically. So in future classes we are going to discuss API collection, right? In API collection we are going to discuss different types of hash tables, okay, and the list, different types of arrays. There you will come to know different types of arrays. There dynamically you can increase the size of the array. Okay, so here you can pass x, for example 0 0. You can pass the value, let me pass string over here, hello x, let me put 0 and 1 equal to some number 2 3 4 5. See here, it's not throwing any error, right? Means it accepts strings and integers also. So this is all about arrays, single dimensional array, two dimensional array. Already we discussed practical uses. In drop, if for example there is any drop down list, I want to read the values, then I go with single dimensional array. I want to read any Excel files to put values into my script, then I go with two dimensional array. How to read Excel files and how to read drop down list values by using index, we will discuss in further classes. I hope you guys clear with array. Thanks for your time. If you like this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel learnqaeasy.com. Thank you.